Moriarty with Senior hosting.
Hello, Steph. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
This is Moriarty.
Today we have 4 matches for you. We have Catnip versus Cbot, Yeesh versus Tarp Shack, Wodar versus Senior, and Royal Flush versus Elvis Snake.
Yeah, so that's 2 games from Bronze League and 1 from Silver and 1 from Gold. So, yeah, we're going to start with the match Catnip versus Cbot, if I'm correct.
I believe that's correct. So the bans and picks. So in this match, Catnip bans New Art Veranda 5 of 8. Cbot bans nothing. Catnip bans New Art Veranda any 5 of 7, and Cbot bans nothing again. The picks. Catnip picks Pub any 4 of 7 16 guests. Cbot has picked Panop any 5 of 8. Catnip picks Courtyard 2 any 4 of 7, and Cbot picks Balcony any 2 of 3. In this matchup between Catnip and Cbot, the previous week they played was week 2, and Catnip won that match 6-4.
All right, so it was a pretty close victory. So that was overtime then, I guess?
Yeah, it went all the way to overtime.
Yeah. So I think the bans, it's not surprising. New Art Veranda gets banned quite a lot.
Yeah, it's a map that most people aren't familiar with. Or
Yeah,
if they haven't spent too much time on it, they haven't become familiar with it.
And the picked maps are really liked in the SCL.
Yes.
Panopticon, Courtyard 2, Balcony, and Pub. So those are very common maps. Nothing too surprising. I think both players should be very familiar with the game types. And it will be a close match, I guess. So are we ready to step into the games?
I am.
It just takes me a couple of seconds. So we are starting at Pub, any 4 of 7, that's right, with Cbot as the spy. So if everyone's ready, then I think I can give a quick countdown.
Sounds good.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
So we're going to start off with Cbot as boots. It's always a little bit of chaos right here. Seems like he wants to join the conversation next to the seduction target and get this spurred off quick.
Yeah, pretty good start. I think it's often a good idea to not be one of the first people at the bar, because they can pick up some heat.
The difference between crowded pub and pub is that there tends to be more people at the bar at any given time, so it takes a little bit longer for Purloin to come off too.
So at the moment it looks like we're going for a timer flirt, maybe looking for a BB possibility here, since Cbot is in the conversation with the double agent.
I'd probably wait for at least 2 or 3 more people to get into conversation. And in the red. Which happens.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it wasn't a bad BB opportunity.
We had 1 DA in, so if you were to assume real, or Catnip were to assume real, then only 1 conversation, which should be high lit, or the other ones low lit.
It's not looking too bad for Cbot at the moment, I'd say. Yeah, still needs 1 flirt.
Looks like he's going for a fingerprint here. He's demanded a drink. He'll get a hard print probably here if he tries.
Yeah. And, I mean, it would be early enough for the first fingerprint here, so that would be pretty huge. Unfortunately, it failed.
See where he goes from here?
Yeah, and still got the option to delegate the Purloin now.
For sure. So he's not too far ahead right now. He has 1 mission complete with about 2/3 of his seduce.
Yeah.
He's got to start talking.
Yeah, no. Cbot has to hurry now. He wants to finish missions.
Not sure what this spot would be for.
Yeah. Doesn't get a. I mean, he could have gone for the bug, but it would probably have been seen. So, I mean, it's still possible. He can flirt here, go into an inspect swap, which of course is almost certain death, but at least there's the possibility to finish.
Yeah, with 40 seconds left, you can do a couple different missions.
Okay, there's
But
a bug path
yeah,
here,
there's a bug.
and I'm not.
I'm not sure that was seen.
It was not that visible, I think. I mean, I think the path was very suspicious, but I think the going to statues afterwards was enough to warrant a shot there.
If it was assumed, just going to statues, I think, would be enough.
Yeah. So very good sniping from Catnip, I'd say.
For
He
sure.
was on top of the bug there, and yeah, solid game from both players, I would say.
Yep.
So are we ready to step into our next game?
Yep.
All right. Then we can start playing it in 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, Catnip here as Irish, steps to windows, sips her drink, decides not to time it.
Starting off with some early statue highlights. In 30 seconds, we've had 3 AI go visit the statues. So, I mean, this is probably a pretty good map or a pretty good game for the spy to go visit statues too.
Yeah, starting with a 32% bird. And that bug actually took. But was it seen? At least it was suspected, it seems.
Banana bread.
Banana
Yeah,
bread. We got about 3 or 4 lowlights here.
I mean,
5
I'm not
lowlights.
sure. Yeah, I'm not sure how close Cbot was watching there, but after the UB, the path out of combo wasn't looking that great.
Didn't get a lowlight though.
Still 2 minutes on the clock, so it's
Got
that
plenty of
point.
time here.
It's looking very good for Catnip, but I'd guess she's pretty high on the list. Yeah,
Another shot for statue pickup.
exactly, and I think she picked it up pretty quickly too. I'm not sure if that was a reason why the shot came off, but probably the visit alone was enough to shoot here.
Yeah, if you could assume that flirt is complete, it'd be the last mission going in.
Yeah,
Especially
yeah,
if there was like a suspected bug there.
exactly. Yeah, so pretty solid sniper games from both sides. No bad spy games, of course.
For sure.
But yeah, so that's a 1-1 on the first map.
And now we're going on to Panop any 5 of 8, which allows all missions. You can do anything here.
That's correct. So Cbot starts as spy on this map, and we start playing it in 3, 2, 1, go.
Cbot's here as red dress. Starting off at yellow bookcase. Catnip seems to be low lighting DAs to start.
Okay, Cbot got a microfilm there.
Yeah. He got his microphone with it being seen. Highlights for statues.
So I guess Cbot doesn't want to join his seduction target at bookcase there.
Probably doesn't want to, create a 3 at bookcase situation here.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a bugging opportunity, but and he went for the bug, but it didn't take, and I think it wasn't seen by Catnip.
I don't think it was seen. It's behind a... Oh!
That might have been good. Yeah, it was good.
The
Okay.
white arm against the red bookshelf background is the most hidden bug I've seen.
Yeah, but I like the strategy here from Cbot to try to get those hardtails maybe done quite early, because if you get them by the sniper, then afterwards it's an easy game. Of course, it's risky, but you have to get away with something on this map.
For sure. Yeah, to try to keep hidden most of the time. Hopefully the sniper's looking away when you're doing those missions. In this case, Catnip seems to be looking directly at it, with Cbot going across the red bookshelf.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to see what Catnip's strategy will be on this map. If we're all ready.
Yep.
Then we are starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
So we have Catnip as red plaid, with walking side to side with her ST. Blue danger. And stops at windows. Quick stop at windows.
Ambassador also joins that conversation circle, but the sniper is taking a close look.
This was a very productive conversation, though not much. The timing doesn't seem to look good here. There's also a good amount of lowlights from being out of conversation. Which is expected from panopticons. So many places people can be.
So staying in an innocent CC here. Maybe looking to get a book out or a statue visit by the sniper. But instead Catnip decides to join his
Interesting
join her
low light.
seduction target. Yeah, I'm not sure about that either. Maybe Cbot thought that was a good path into CC. I'm not sure.
That was a reject, and this is green purloin. Being a low light, I don't expect that Cbot's watching Catnip here.
Yeah, this is really hard to come back from that. Yeah, maybe, I mean, if Catnip tries a bug or statue swap, it might get noticed, but yeah, it's gonna get tough for Cbot.
It'll depend if Cbot remembers why Catnip's low lit here, though, too. And if if he thinks that it was a being out of conversation during BB low light, then I doubt that he'll be brought back up. Or she'll be brought back up.
It's tough to remember on this huge map.
You have 2 missions complete. Flirt with 3/4, yet again another 2/3 done, with slightly less than half left, but we have slightly more than half missions.
Yeah, and the timeout is less likely now that Purloin has gone off. I mean, there could be the potential timeout by Catnip, but I think Cbot will be leaning a bit towards shooting here.
Yeah. But that has been said, so we've guaranteed at least a no AI control game, which I mean is always goal number 1.
Yeah.
Seduction's done.
So 1 minute for 2 remaining missions here. Looks like Catnip's going for center statues to get inspects done at least. Maybe even swap.
I don't think a swap would actually harm too
Probably
much.
not. I mean, Cbot might decide to shoot, but he might also be thinking...
Or in stress.
Yeah, and the wrong shot comes off. So that's now a 3-1 lead for Catnip, if I'm correct.
Yeah, should be.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what
yeah.
Orange just did there. Maybe stand in conversation a little bit too long with a briefcase, possibly.
Yeah, I don't have that game open anymore, but yeah, it's tough. If, as you said, BB went off, the Purloin happened. Yeah, it's
Yeah, that
likely that the
guarantees
Spy
2
is gonna
missions.
finish. Yeah.
Yeah, everything else from there you can just do soft tail, so like inspect, fingerprinting.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
I
just
think,
seduction's completed too.
and she took the Purloin as well, as Catnip is pointing out in the chat. So that makes sense.
Yep. And we're on to Courtyard 2, any 4 of 7. A very classic SpyParty map.
Yeah, probably the most played in SCL, I would guess. Maybe.
I would assume so. It's a very popular map.
Yeah. So I guess we are all ready to go to that map, and we are starting with Cbot on the Spy on this map, and playing in 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, Cbot as a red dress on this map, looking to join his seduction target.
I believe Cbot was red dress on the Panop game as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yet again, starting off the game with a nice close white seduction.
Yeah, that's what you want to get in your standard game of Quarter 2, a nice early flirt. Cbot requested a drink from the waiter. Not sure if that's fingerprintable.
It looks like it is.
I mean, that's pretty good. An early fingerprint, still 2 minutes on the clock.
I think it's pretty strong on this map to avoid statues at all costs. So if you can get your contact seduce, maybe a bug and fingerprint in, I think that's pretty good. And
Yeah.
With a lot of players that highlight and for statues, it's good to just not be in that pool.
Yeah. So Cbot is keeping a close look at the whole party, looking where the ambassador is going, also keeping an eye on his seduction target.
Get a TAM ad right here, nice green.
That's good. That's not very likely to get noticed here. Gets the second flirt, 65%, which
It's not the best. He'll have to do at least 2 more if he gets a white the next one.
but Cbot already time at it, so shouldn't be the greatest problem.
Ooh,
That
that's an
was,
unfortunate BB right there. The ZA was going for the briefcase and didn't actually join the conversation there.
exactly, yeah. But Cbot got a green line during that. Let's see if Catnip noticed that.
That's a highlight too that took it.
Yeah, and
Get shot.
get shot. Yeah, so that's understandable. Catnip probably thought he was already done with missions, maybe interpreted that as a definite white purloin, the animation.
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty solid game by Cbot here. I mean, getting the early fingerprints, the banana bread into green purloin is always nice. Although the BB didn't take here, but that was unfortunate. So
Yeah, and then the suspected double agent came into the conversation as well, which may have saved Cbot's life there too.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it was a very good spy game. Yeah, I'd say. Yeah, Cbot didn't give Catnip much to catch him for.
Yeah, and ready for the next game.
All right, we're starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
You have Catnip as purple dress, starting off with a drink, still AI controlled, empty conversation. Takes control to
Choice.
go to statues.
Yeah.
Flirts after taking
Flirts.
sip.
Yeah. I mean, it's a
Just that
good
early
start.
highlight.
Yeah, that's the problem. And the potential of getting paired, maybe. So I guess Catnip will think about joining the ST right afterwards.
Got inspect stun, so that's one mission. Seems to be avoiding cameras sometimes.
Yeah. And continues with a banana bread here. A white one. I mean, it's actually looking pretty good time-wise, but she still has to do like either purloin, bug, swap, or starting to get fingerprints done, besides her finishing flirts.
We've got 2 flirts in, 68%. Any close white here would complete that mission.
Yeah. But it's getting a bit late for 2 fingerprints here.
Might have to go for a hard tell.
Right.
Are we gonna start here? We have 1 fingerprint. Or is it even fingerprintable? It wasn't even fingerprintable, so here's just a briefcase.
Yeah, and it probably creates even more suspicion if Cbot didn't know that it wasn't fingerprintable.
Finishes flirt.
Yeah, so the question is what the last mission is gonna be. It won't be fingerprint without... Alright. So a civilian gets shot.
I'm not sure what hard tell he could have completed. Maybe a fingerprint, because he does pick up a briefcase not too close to it.
Yeah,
around 1 minute 15.
I think also the timing on the inspect. So maybe in hindsight, the move to go to statues early was a pretty clever idea, because a late inspect often makes the sniper a bit trigger happy.
That's 4-2 for Catnip.
Yes. So Cbot would have to win the next 2 to get into overtime. Catnip only needs to win 1 more.
Yep, so this is match point for Catnip if she can get it.
Alright, so the next map is going to be Balcony, any 2 of 3, with Cbot as the spy. So I guess we're ready.
Yep.
So let's start in 3, 2, 1, go. Cbot, that's the double agent, do the first talk and talks immediately afterwards. And leaves conversation.
It's got 26% on the flirt. Interesting repath. Not sure what that could have imitated.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm not sure if that actually looked that bad. It could have looked good from the sniper's perspective. I'm not sure.
Got a BB going here.
That's a red BB.
But a very fancy red vest.
Yeah, so Red Test ends this match, which, yeah, isn't that great for Cbot, but yeah, it's part of the game.
So that's the win for Catnip. That's 5-2.
Yes. Yeah, it was I'd say a good play from both opponents. Cbot was still in this
A little bit of
match,
an unfortunate ending there.
yeah, it was an unfortunate ending. But yeah, Catnip played very well and deserved that win, certainly.
Yeah. Very strong plays. Very good sniper games. A couple civ shots here and there, but overall, spy games are very strong too.
Yeah, that's true.
And we're on to match number 2, which is Yeesh versus Tarp Shack, week 7 game.
Yeah, which is also in Bronze League, so in the same league as Catnip and Cbot.
And for the second match, we have bans and picks. So Yeesh